everybody, and welcome again. Today we will be talking about the karmic numbers, but as always, before we start, let us say a prayer. Let us invoke to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to all the masters and the spiritual elders. Thank you for your divine light, divine love, guidance, illumination, good health, prosperity, abundance, help, and divine protection. In full faith. So be it, so be it, so it is. Amen. So let us talk about karmic numbers. Now, there are certain numbers that you're born on, whoever is born on, that are considered karmic numbers. Those are 10, 13, 14, 16, and 19. These are the ones that have been identified. Now, remember, we have in time lost a lot of good information through war and other misfortunes. So, whatever information we have now when it comes to Vedic astrology is probably 10%, maybe 20%, but there's a lot of information that was used traditionally that we have lost. So this is a little bit, a little, I guess, a little torch um, through this darkness that we have an understanding of. Okay. So, quickly, what are karmic numbers? They indicate lessons or challenges from past lives. So, those that have come with these certain born on certain dates, they have some past life connections that may influence their current life. Okay, so there is 10, 13, 14, 16, and 19, as I mentioned earlier. Now, number 10 usually comes with they call it a clean slate. Okay. Um, they come with a karma where they are basically, they have cleaned their slate in their past life, and whatever they decide to do in this life is going to affect them positively or negatively depending on what they do in their life with this karma. Okay, it's a very neutral karmic path, I would say, and it basically focuses on building good karma in this life. Okay, so basically, they have had a fresh start, in simple words. Okay, number 13. Now, there are two trains of thoughts for number 13, realistically. One is that a 13 is a negative number, or, you know, an evil number, or it's a unlucky number. But there are some cultures that believe 13 is a good number. Okay, so there's always, remember, whatever you say or do, there's always two sides to a story. Okay, there's two sides to the coin, right? So this one indicates that if you actually have done research to find out what happens to somebody who's born on a 13, and it indicates that they have faced challenges, right, from the past. They possibly bring heavy baggage with them in this life that needs to be addressed. Okay, so how is the best way for them to handle their life? Engage in spiritual work, growth, healing, helping others, you know, being a good person, basically, right? They will do face challenges for sure. And there has been a lot of research on this and have found that this has been true. Okay. Now, remember, whatever we say here is 95% quite accurate, I would say. Okay. There is a small percentage of people that, uh, are not affected by these numbers or this research. Okay. So just to understand that it is not 100% foolproof. Okay. I would say 95%. But most of the time, uh, quite on a higher percentage. I've been quite accurate. Many good numerologists have been very accurate as well. Okay. Number 14 suggests abuse of trust from their past. This individual may have exploited someone's trust. They may have hurt somebody. They may have, mistrusted, got done something that has caused mistrust. Maybe, being a politician and taken advantage of, or being in a leadership role, those kinds of things. Okay. So in this life, basically, they are here to learn and deal with their karma in this life. So they have to be mindful and avoid taking advantage of others' trust, right? So they have to be very, very mindful of what they're doing. Okay. If caught early, at least they will be able to observe and understand how they need to deal with their life moving forward. Okay. 16, now 16, I'm a 16. So basically, a 16 has God is a direct grudge with this person, basically, in simple words. Okay. Maybe in the past life, I may have, um, gotten really close to God and dissed him, or said something bad, or did something bad, maybe brought down a temple, or did something um, that was incorrect when it came to religion. Okay. So my job here, or a 16, anybody born on a 16, um, they're very intuitive because they have number 7, which is Ketu. So their punishment is to learn that there is a God. Okay. And to meditate, service to humanity, you know, one of the things that I'm doing currently is teaching you about numerology, which is connected to, many gods, should I say, or realistically, there is only one God, a lot of divine beings, right? So that is my job today, and that is a 16's job. So that makes our path much, much easier for us. Okay. Quite often, and I have noticed in my life, and it is true for somebody who's born on a 16, um, things will come. You will be really close to the border to get something done, and suddenly it will turn around and go back, right? A lot of times it is to do with financing, um, friends, relationships. Things take a little time to come to you. Okay. And 19 is it is when you combine it, becomes a 1. So 9 plus 1 is 10, and 1 plus 0 is 1. So they are associated with the sun god, or number 1, which is the sun, and they come with a karmic number. Okay. And this indicates that they had misused their power in their past life, leading to lessons about control and authority. So when they come in this life, they have to avoid being so controlling, and use their power wisely. So not to use it, abuse their power. Okay. They may get backstabbed. So quite often there has been research where there have been some very good leaders out there where their most closest and dearest have backstabbed them. Either there's been some leaders that have been shot dead or killed, and they come with a karmic number 19, and it has been proven that this is true. So they do get hurt, or backstabbed, they call it, by the closest ally. Okay, so these are in brief the karmic numbers that we have talked about. Okay, and when you are looking at assessing somebody's social grid. You look at the personality, you look at the destiny, and you also look at their numbers that they were born on. Sometimes you also look at the combination of their numbers. So if they are born, say, on the 19th of January, 1991, for example, I'm just throwing that number, you count 1 plus 9 plus January plus 1991. And if it comes to a certain number, be it 36 or 37, there are certain denominations, combinations that actually give you an indication to their personality or their lifestyle or their health or wealth or whatever it may be. And it has been very, very accurate. Okay. So thank you very much for attending this class. We will see you in the next class. Thank you very much and have a good day.